The gap closes rapidly, the predator's breath cold against the kitten's warm fur.
Victory tastes like freedom as the orange Jeep carries them toward the sun.
Small paws take control of a silent, electric powerhouse for the chase. Innocence is caught in the crossfire of a high-octane warehouse pursuit today. Reflection reveals the hunters have now become the hunted on this road. The predator's shadow looms large as sparks ignite a desperate race for survival. Precision driving is the only shield against a barrage of wooden obstacles. Steel meets spinning chrome, a calculated strike to end the nightmare once more.
The kittens escape the dark cave. Their journey into the light begins now.
Golden light masks the growing tension between these two high-speed rivals tonight. The hunter becomes the fallen, as gravity claims its due from the arrogant.
The horizon beckons as the chase moves to the dangerous coastal cliffs.
Golden rain falls upon the desert sand, a trail of lost hope behind. Every gear shift is a calculated risk for high-speed industrial dominance now. Determination fuels the engine as the small driver pushes for maximum speed now. Chaos erupts as the fox shatters the silence of the industrial tomb. A simple tool becomes a weapon of fate in a small kitten's paws. On the edge of the world, one wrong turn means a silent fall.
The villain triumphs in his pursuit, mocking the kittens with a thunderous roar.
Friction creates a vibrant shroud as he escapes the crumbling industrial ruins. The orange Jeep disappears into the horizon. True wealth is the bond they share together.
Internal conflict often mirrors the external chaos of a high-speed pursuit.
Cold reptilian eyes calculate the kill, while the roar of engines masks fear. A predator emerges on two wheels, hungry for the treasure they carry away.
Nature itself turns hostile as ancient stones fall to block their only escape. Desperation leads to the activation of hidden, dangerous tactical countermeasures. Wealth is but a memory, floating away like dust in the desert wind. Physics dictates that every action has an equal and chaotic reaction.
A new contender waits in the shadows of the forgotten hangar bay.
Through the blinding dust, a flicker of hope remains in the driver's heart. A new threat emerges, heavy armor crushing the gates of security now.
Barriers are meaningless to a machine built for total, unyielding conquest today.
Justice is served with a vibrant, unbreakable bond of feline teamwork today. Leaving the past behind, they drive toward a future of absolute peace.
A new threat emerges, heavy armor crushing the gates of security now.
Leaving the past behind, they drive toward a future of absolute peace.
Speed is their only defense against the crushing weight of heavy metal.
Raw power takes the form of a beast behind the heavy trigger.
The weight of defeat is heavy for the once arrogant forest predator now. The end of the road forces a final, life-altering decision for all.
Small paws activate the terminal, searching for a digital savior in the dark.
Friction and heat signal the sudden transition from speed to absolute stillness.
A leap of faith transforms a small victim into a fierce aggressor.
Standing at the precipice reveals the true depth of one's own fear.
Courage is standing small against a giant of cold steel and fire.
The weight of defeat is heavy for the once arrogant forest predator now.
Joy is the ultimate reward for those who face their fears bravely.
War leaves no stone unturned in its path of absolute, unyielding destruction.
Barriers are meaningless to a machine built for total, unyielding conquest today.
A leap of faith transforms a small victim into a fierce aggressor.
Courage is standing small against a giant of cold steel and fire.
Joy is the ultimate reward for those who face their fears bravely.
Size matters little when momentum and surprise are used as primary weapons.
Justice is served with a vibrant, unbreakable bond of feline teamwork today.
Standing at the precipice reveals the true depth of one's own fear.
Speed is their only defense against the crushing weight of heavy metal.
Size matters little when momentum and surprise are used as primary weapons. War leaves no stone unturned in its path of absolute, unyielding destruction.
Malicious intent fuels the pilot's joy as he orchestrates this high-altitude catastrophe.
Careful paws harvest the sweetness of summer, capturing the essence of a perfect day.
The tank crushes the market. Total disregard for civilian life defines the true nature of villainy.
The long road to recovery begins with a single step toward the light. Pursuit dynamics reveal the predator's deep-seated fear of being overtaken by justice.
This gesture of sharing reinforces the generational bond and the value of hard work.
Gravity and debris provide a harsh landing for the defeated military tyrant.
Airborne momentum claims the trophy, turning a simple race into a legendary feat. Tactical positioning in tight spaces determines the victor of this armored duel.
Friction at the edge creates sparks that illuminate their shared, violent destiny.
The final seal is placed, a proud moment for the vineyard's most dedicated worker. Heavy carts roll through the dirt, the weight of the harvest a rewarding burden. A desperate escape begins. Symbiotic relationships between species are often
Even play becomes a lesson in efficiency when utilizing the right mechanical advantages. Spinning rubber meets the track, where every millimeter of contact determines the winner.
The tiger reveals his masterpiece. Artistic expression on weapons of war suggests a
No shelter remains secure. Total displacement is the inevitable result of a predator entering a peaceful sanctuary.
The rooster leaps through smoke. Chaos provides the perfect stage for a villain's performance.
Golden light bathes the poppies, a silent tribute to the beauty of nature's resilience.
Engines scream on the highway as the purple tank pursues its elusive prey.
Victory is the culmination of relentless practice and an unwavering belief in one's team.
The kittens find refuge, clinging to the cold steel of their new protector.
The thrill of competition drives these young spirits to push beyond their known limits.
Cement floods the ancient street. Unchecked growth inevitably buries the history beneath it.
Chains of pure energy secure a fragile peace for the broken village. The villain is neutralized. Justice is a weight that even a gorilla cannot lift.
A cry for a hero. Primal vocalizations often signal the final stage of a community's collective desperation.
The golden retriever pilot takes command, his eyes fixed on the mission ahead.
Sunset brings a new dawn. Peace is the ultimate reward for the brave.
The violent friction of the Earth brings the high-speed aerial drama to a halt.
Rebuilding begins with hope. Every stone replaced is a victory over chaotic destruction.
The ginger cat wanders the vineyard, where every vine tells a story of growth.
The leopard hunts on wheels. The predator's speed reflects a desperate drive for territorial expansion and control.
Mastery over complex controls at a young age symbolizes the potential for future greatness.
The threat recedes, but the sky remembers the chaos of the hunt.
Vigilance remains their only shield against the predator's eventual, inevitable return.
A melody for the fallen. Music serves as a fragile bridge between lost peace and impending chaos.
Tradition shatters under progress. Destructive force often paves the way for a new, colder order of existence.
The press turns, transforming simple fruit into a vibrant, flowing river of purple joy.
A guardian's duty never truly ends, even when the battle is won.
The hippo's rage echoes through the valley, a primal roar of armored fury.
Rapid-fire projectiles saturate the sky, ensuring the target has no path for evasion.
The tricycle represents the first steps toward independence and responsibility for the young feline.
Leaping across the void, the truck defies the limits of traditional terrestrial travel.
Aggression masks a predator's deep fear of being overtaken by true justice.
Gravity is the ultimate judge for those who fly too high today.
Stadium flames create a chaotic spectacle, using fear to paralyze all potential opposition.
Steel reflects the dying light, a silent witness to the day's struggle.
The calculated collision disrupts the aerodynamic stability of the massive commercial vessel.
Dust settles around the victor, where the trophy represents more than just speed.
Water douses the flames. True power is found in the cooling touch of mercy.
Innocence finds safety once more under the watchful eye of a hero. The saloon erupts in flames. Fire represents the chaotic end of a peaceful, law-abiding era.
Kinetic energy transfer sends the heavy antagonist into a chaotic trajectory.
A heavy net descends. Strategy entangles the beast where raw strength fails today.
The iguana triggers the flow. Malice often hides behind the mask of progress.
Inexperience meets extreme peril as the small aviators face a mechanical nightmare today. The predator is now trapped by the very substance of his own progress.
Rest comes easy after a day of labor, as dreams of tomorrow's harvest begin.
The color of the blade reflects the pilot's internal burning resolve tonight.
Teamwork is essential for operating heavy machinery in this high-stakes environment today.
Interspecies cooperation in the workplace fosters a more robust and diverse economic ecosystem. Thermal stress and structural failure accelerate the airliner's descent toward the rural landscape.
The armored steed arrives. Ancient strength remains the most reliable defense against modern, high-speed mechanical threats.
Villains often abandon their allies when the tide of battle turns against them. A simple net secures the beast, proving strategy outweighs raw brute force.
The gorilla invades the town. His striped shirt suggests a recent, violent prison escape.
Structural integrity fails against the weight of a beast designed for total destruction.
Small paws grip the wheel. Precision is the only shield against industrial-scale chaos. The predator is secured. Even the mightiest armor cannot withstand a clever trap.
Energy weapons represent the fusion of ancient skill and future technology now.
Gravity humbles the arrogant when their mechanical and physical strength finally fails.
Kittens circle the burning town. Aerial surveillance provides the clarity needed to strike with absolute precision. Primal instincts take over as the crowd flees from the encroaching mechanical fire.
High-altitude maneuvers showcase the armadillo's expert control over the complex flight systems.
Refreshing juice flows from the machine, a cool reward for the warm summer sun.
An unexpected friendship blooms among the grapes, proving that harmony exists in every corner.
Adrenaline-fueled focus transforms the small kitten into a capable pilot under extreme pressure.
Victory is sweetest when achieved through the clever use of industrial leverage today.
Mission success, headquarters. The kittens are safe.
Communication confirms the mission's success as the kittens find safety at last.
Barriers shatter like glass as the blue tank claims the open road today. Momentum is the key to breaking through psychological barriers during a breach. The town remains scarred, but the spirit of the defenders remains unbroken today. The cement mixer breaches the gate. Industrial power often masks a deeper structural instability.
Every strike is a conversation between two masters of the energy blade.
The arrival of the seal suggests a wider community and a formal call to action. Kinetic energy transforms a vehicle into a chaotic and colorful firework display.
The gate to the sanctuary. Guardians often hide their true strength behind walls of ancient, weathered stone.
Upping. Aggressive driving reveals a pilot's deep psychological need for absolute vehicular dominance.
Every landing in chaos is a gamble against the laws of physics today. Concrete explodes as the heavy tank breaches the warehouse.
seeking total industrial dominance.
The planes lift off. Flight offers a tactical advantage over the heavy, grounded, armored threat.
The tank fires a shell. Destructive power often serves as a mask for internal insecurity. Kittens race toward their aircraft. Preparation is the foundation of every successful, high-stakes rescue mission.
Gravity begins its relentless pull as the crippled giant loses its fight for flight.
Kittens struggle with the lever. Desperation forces the evolution of skill under pressure.
Water bombs drop on the tank. Extinguishing the fire is the first step toward restoring order.
Ash settles on a broken world, marking the end of a violent era.
Celebratory movements reflect the pure relief of surviving a high-stakes mechanical pursuit.
Ducks flee the burning town. Vulnerability highlights the urgent need for a heroic, airborne intervention. Small-scale agility challenges massive horsepower, creating a high-stakes duel of different philosophies.
Kittens receive the emergency call. Duty calls those who possess the courage to face fire.
Gravity is a temporary obstacle. Airborne momentum often serves as a psychological display of unyielding, absolute power.
Concentrated energy pulses represent the pinnacle of modern feline-allied defensive technology. Liquid gold is captured in glass, preserving the hard work of a long season.
Leadership requires a clear vision amidst the blinding dust of the battle. A new aerial threat emerges, painted in deceptive colors of pink and green. The hero steps into the light, marking the end of the conflict.
Hope rises with the morning sun, promising a future free from fear.
Logs descend like heavy rain. Gravity remains the ultimate judge of structural failure. Defenders stand tall now. Courage is the legacy left behind in the ashes.
The crowd flees the gray tide. Panic is the natural response to overwhelming force.
Heroic kittens land safely. The dust of battle settles on a new peace.
Investing in heavy machinery marks a transition from manual labor to industrial-scale productivity.
Mechanical power shatters barriers, proving that raw force dictates the new rules.
Justice prevails through strength, ending the predator's long reign of absolute terror.
Kittens navigate the crane. Mechanical complexity mirrors the weight of their heavy responsibility.
The gorilla roars in defeat. Arrogance is a fragile shield against collective bravery. The hedgehog spreads chaos. Oily residue marks the path of a reckless punk rock rebel.
Black oil stains the peace. Vandalism is the first sign of a deeper social decay.
Innocence is covered in grime. The predator leaves a toxic trail for the most vulnerable.
Mother Cat arrives in style. Colorful armor provides a shield against the dark, oily threat.
Tenderness restores the light. Maternal care is the ultimate antidote to the world's grime.
The chase intensifies now. Justice follows a vibrant path through the narrow, dark corridors.
Target locked and loaded. Advanced technology serves as the final word in this pursuit.
The rebel is grounded. Kinetic energy brings a violent end to the oily rampage.
Justice is a heavy burden for those who chose the path of chaos.
arrogance in the cockpit often precedes a very sudden and violent descent.
Predatory observation from above creates a false sense of absolute aerial security.
Innocence takes flight in a world where even candy can defy gravity.
Heat-seeking malice targets the sweet, unsuspecting flight of the small defenders.
Terror grips the cockpit as the gap between predator and prey vanishes.
Aerial superiority is contested in a dance of high-tech, fire, and steel.
The predator falls from the sky, his arrogance extinguished by superior skill. The jet impacts the Earth. Gravity humbles the arrogant when mechanical strength fails.
The mouse approaches the cage. True heroism is found in the quiet moments of rescue.
The kittens are freed. A bond of gratitude is the strongest armor a hero wears.
Peace returns at sunset. The horizon promises a future where innocence is always protected.
A bear roars forward, his mechanical beast fueled by a primal predatory instinct.
Small paws navigate the classic frame, proving that elegance can outrun raw, brute power.
Sparks fly as the bear pushes limits, his ego driving him toward inevitable mechanical failure.
Agility becomes their greatest weapon as the kittens weave through the obstacles of suburbia. Aggression etched in fur, the predator's focus narrows to a single, high-speed target ahead.
A hidden switch is flipped, revealing that even vintage shells can house modern, tactical surprises.
Metal grinds against asphalt, a screeching symphony of friction signaling the predator's loss of control.
Chaos erupts in the streets, where one wrong turn leads to a violent, crushing end. The Persian kittens pull ahead, their teamwork creating a momentum that no lone hunter can match. The hunter is grounded, his mechanical pride shattered by the resilience of the small defenders.
The kittens cruise the coast, unaware that speed attracts the most dangerous shadows.
A primate predator emerges, his mechanical roar signaling a high-stakes coastal hunt today.
Aggression etched in fur, the predator's focus narrows to a single, high-speed target.
Terror grips the cabin as the gap between predator and prey vanishes now.
Agility becomes their shield as the kittens dance on the edge of oblivion. A massive guardian answers the call, his authority backed by heavy tactical steel.
All units respond to Sector Gamma immediately.
Justice roars to life, a heavy metal titan pursuing the agents of chaos.
A new rival appears, his blades reflecting the cold intent of the hunt.
Blades and engines unite as the wolf prepares for a final, lethal strike.
The wolf draws his steel. Every sharp blade reflects a cold, calculated predatory intent now.
Steel meets high-speed glass. Mechanical violence shatters the fragile peace of the mountain road.
Terror fuels their desperate defense. Small paws navigate the edge of a high-speed catastrophe.
Justice looms in the reflection. The arrival of heavy armor signals the predator's end.
The ramming force is absolute. Heavy metal justice crushes the predator's high-speed mechanical pride.
Gravity claims the fallen hunter. One wrong turn leads to a violent and crushing end.
Victory is a shared celebration. Teamwork remains the strongest defense against any predatory threat.
The Guardian stands tall today. Courage is the legacy left behind in the mountain dust.
Peace returns to the pass. The horizon promises a future where innocence is always protected.
The peacock's vanity fuels his reckless speed through the quiet city.
Fiery destruction blooms, a chaotic masterpiece born from pure mechanical arrogance.
Determination gleams in blue eyes, small heroes rising against the flame.
Engines scream in unison, a high-speed pursuit to restore the light.
Iridescent feathers fan out, a desperate display of fading predatory dominance. Vibrant smoke clouds the path, turning the chase into colorful chaos.
Blinded by color, the predator loses his grip on the road. Metal meets feathers, a crushing impact to end the peacock's reign. The hunter falls, his pride buried under the weight of defeat.
Law enforcement presence restores a sense of order to the chaotic highway.
Vanity is stripped away, leaving only the cold reality of criminal consequence.
Shared triumph strengthens the bond between these two small but fierce defenders. A new elemental threat emerges, turning the urban landscape into a frozen tomb.
Mechanical ingenuity is twisted for malice, utilizing sub-zero temperatures as a primary weapon.
The sudden drop in temperature creates a psychological paralysis among the town's inhabitants.
Heat becomes the ultimate countermeasure against the encroaching, unnatural frost of the predator.
Friction on ice requires a delicate balance between high-speed pursuit and absolute control.
Buffalo arrives. Heavy footsteps on ice announce the arrival of an immovable, legal force.
The zebra is arrested. Metallic clicks resonate through the cold air, sealing the predator's final fate.
Kittens celebrate victory. Small paws unite in triumph, proving that warmth always conquers the cold.
The city thaws. Flowing water signifies the restoration of life to the once frozen urban heart.
The kittens ride away. The rescue mission concludes, leaving a trail of warmth in the snow.
Sunset over the horizon. Golden light washes away the winter's chill, promising a much brighter tomorrow.
Peace returns to the square. Peace settles over the cobblestones as the long, icy nightmare finally ends.
A hero's reflection. A gaze toward the horizon reflects the quiet strength of the innocent.
The journey ends in light. Their final gaze reminds us that the smallest hearts often carry the greatest light.
Neon rain falls as a new shadow haunts the Cyber City streets tonight. Engines scream through neon canyons, igniting a high-stakes pursuit in the rain.
Digital systems lock on, calculating every move in this high-speed urban duel.
A glitch grenade detonates, threatening to shatter their reality into digital fragments now.
Systems flicker and fail, testing the kitten's resolve against a digital nightmare.
Holograms shatter like glass, a vibrant explosion of light in the darkness.
Justice takes flight, a heavy interceptor descending to reclaim the neon sky. Predatory agility meets urban chaos, weaving through a labyrinth of glowing steel. A leap across the void, where momentum is the only path to survival. The predator is anchored. The predator's hubris is finally anchored by the heavy weight of law.
Kittens land the car. Precision landing protocols ensure the safety of the city's smallest tactical units.
The buffalo steps out. The physical presence of justice looms larger than any shadow of crime. The panther is arrested. Metallic finality signals the end of a high-speed digital reign of terror.
Kittens celebrate victory. Shared victory reinforces the psychological bond of a perfectly synchronized tactical team.
The city's pulse stabilizes as the threat of digital chaos is neutralized.
Mission complete. Data streams confirm success, marking the transition from combat to urban peace.
Is safe.
Kittens navigate the tundra. Isolation amplifies the psychological weight of their frozen journey now.
The polar bear emerges. Massive industrial strength masks a cold, calculating predatory instinct today.
Engines roar on ice. Friction becomes a lethal variable in this high-speed Arctic pursuit.
Exoskeleton gears grind. Mechanical augmentation reveals a pilot's deep need for absolute physical dominance.
Flares ignite the sky. Vibrant heat signals a desperate call for heavy tactical reinforcements.
The ice shelf fractures. Structural instability mirrors the sudden collapse of the Predator's tactical plan.
Buffalo arrives.
Heavy treads on snow announce the arrival of an immovable force.
The Predator skids. Loss of traction signals the end of his cold, industrial reign.
Impact with freezing water. Gravity and thermal shock provide a violent end to the chase.
A new horizon beckons, where the shadows of the sky hide a sharper threat.
The eagle hunts from above. Predatory instincts are amplified by high-speed aerial technology.
Low-altitude flight requires absolute focus. Small paws navigate the river's treacherous path. The chase intensifies. Aerial agility becomes the only shield against the predator's reach.
The mechanical talon strikes. Malice manifests as a steel claw reaching for innocence.
Impact shatters the wing. Structural integrity fails under the weight of predatory aggression.
A daring maneuver. Courage transforms a desperate flight into a tactical counterattack.
The buffalo arrives. Heavy rotors announce the arrival of an immovable airborne force.
The predator is grounded. Gravity and rock provide a violent end to the hunt.
The jaguar emerges. Neon lights reflect a predator's deep need for absolute speed. Mechanical failure mirrors the sudden collapse of a predator's ego today.
Heavy armor signals the arrival of an immovable force of justice.
Metallic finality marks the end of a high-speed desert reign.
The Guardian's approval is the ultimate reward for youthful bravery now.
Peaceful landscapes often hide the sharpest shadows of impending predatory conflict.
Steel reflects a cold intent, turning a peaceful ride into a hunt.
Agility challenges raw power as the kittens navigate the winding path.
Mechanical arrogance inevitably shatters when confronted by the unyielding laws of physical inertia.
Shared triumph is the ultimate reward for those who face the darkness together.
The horizon offers a clean slate for those brave enough to chase the light.
Tranquility is restored when the shadows of conflict are finally driven from the land. A hero's gaze reflects the quiet strength,
found in the heart of the innocent.
Chaos disrupts the flock as the predator closes the gap rapidly. A colorful trap unfurls, designed to ensnare the innocent in mid-flight.
Every split-second decision in high-speed flight determines the boundary between freedom and capture.
Mechanical arrogance inevitably shatters when confronted by the unyielding laws of physical inertia.
Justice is a cold, metallic finality that silences the roar of predatory ambition.
Shared triumph is the ultimate reward for those who face the darkness together.
The horizon offers a clean slate for those brave enough to chase the light. Tranquility is restored when the shadows of conflict are finally driven from the land.
A hero's gaze reflects the quiet strength found in the heart of the innocent. The officer's heavy hand offers a silent, powerful blessing to the small heroes. Golden light reflects a future where the small no longer fear the shadows.
Playfulness returns to the meadow, the ultimate sign of a restored, peaceful order. Justice recedes into the twilight, carrying the weight of the fallen predator away.
Small paws leave deep impressions on a world they have bravely helped save.
The hills whisper of a victory, won through unity and unwavering feline grit. A distant light beckons, a warm sanctuary for the weary.
The moon rises, a silver guardian, watching over a land finally at peace. Sleep claims the brave, their dreams filled with the warmth of a safe horizon.
The journey concludes in silence, leaving a legacy of light in the darkness.
Lush green canopy filters golden light, revealing a hidden, dangerous tropical path.
The Komodo dragon emerges, his mechanical driller vibrating with a cold, predatory hunger.
Small paws navigate the vines, proving that agility is the jungle's greatest survival tool.
Engines scream through the ferns, igniting a high-stakes pursuit in the emerald shadows. Grinding gears echo through the trees, a mechanical beast tearing through ancient roots. Momentum defies the predator's reach as the kittens swing toward a fragile safety. The buffalo interceptor arrives, heavy treads crushing the foliage to restore jungle law. Ancient ruins witness the duel, where stone and steel clash in the humid air. The mud pit traps the unwary, a natural prison for those who chase blindly. Solar flares blind the predator, a brilliant light reclaiming the shadows of the ruins. Justice is a heavy chain that binds the predator's cold, calculated ambition today.
A guardian's touch validates the small hero's immense, unwavering courage today.
The jungle breathes again, as the shadow of the predator finally recedes now.
Heat ripples the air, masking a new, much more volatile predatory threat today. The scorpion emerges, his chitinous armor reflecting the burning, molten earth below.
Thermal shields engage as the kittens navigate the edge of a volcanic abyss. Engines scream over magma, a high-stakes pursuit through the planet's fiery heart. A Stinger missile locks on, the predator's venom taking a lethal, mechanical form.
Rising heat provides an escape, turning the environment's danger into a tactical advantage.
The Buffalo Interceptor descends. Heavy foam cannons ready to quench the volcanic fire. The Predator's confidence wavers as the heavy weight of law finally descends today.
Cooling foam disrupts the thermal equilibrium, turning the Predator's advantage into a trap.
Friction fails on the cooling surface, a mechanical slip leading to total ruin.
Engines scream over ice. A high-stakes pursuit through the planet's frozen, crystalline heart.
The snow leopard strikes. Every frozen pulse reflects a cold, calculated predatory intent now.
Thermal flares deploy. Strategic warmth remains the only shield against a high-speed frozen strike.
The Buffalo arrives. Heavy treads on ice announce the arrival of an immovable force. Buffalo rams. Heavy metal justice crushes the Predator's high-speed mechanical pride today.
Impact on the lake. Gravity and thermal shock provide a violent end to the hunt.
The Predator is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the cold air, sealing his fate.
Victory on the tundra. Small paws unite in triumph, proving that warmth conquers all.
The horizon shifts to gold. The savanna heat masks a new, much more manic threat.
The hyena emerges. Manic laughter echoes across the plains, a herald of mechanical chaos. The hyena gains ground. Manic laughter fuels a reckless drive through the tall grass. The Buffalo Interceptor roars. Heavy armor arrives to silence the savanna's chaotic mechanical laughter. The ramming impact is absolute. Justice crushes the rusted frame of the Predator's buggy. The buggy shatters against stone. Gravity and rust provide a violent end to the hunt.
The horizon shifts to blue. The ocean's depth hides a much more silent threat. The shark emerges. Sleek hydrodynamics reflect a predator's deep need for absolute aquatic control.
Kittens dive deep. Hydrodynamic pressure tests the psychological limits of their small, brave hearts.
The shark pursues. Aquatic momentum reflects a predator's deep need for absolute underwater control.
Decoys deploy. Strategic deception remains the only shield against high-speed sonar tracking now.
The Buffalo Interceptor arrives. Heavy turbines announce the arrival of an immovable aquatic force.
The Predator crashes. Impact with the ancient reef marks the end of a silent reign.
The shark is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the water, sealing the Predator's final fate.
The horizon shifts to darkness. The trench's depth hides a new, much more multi-limbed threat. The octopus emerges. Multiple limbs reflect a predator's deep need for absolute aquatic dominance. Armored plating engages. Small paws navigate the trench, proving that grit outweighs the pressure.
The octopus strikes. The multiple mechanical limbs represent a complex, multi-layered.
Agility saves lives. Small paws navigate the crushing pressure with absolute, unwavering tactical precision.
Justice descends deep. Heavy armor provides a necessary psychological anchor in the dark abyss.
The ramming impact is absolute. Justice crushes the multi-limbed mechanical pride of the predator.
Impact with the planet's core. Gravity and thermal shock provide a violent end to the hunt. The Predator is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the water, sealing his final faith.
Relief washes over the small heroes, their bond forged in the planet's deepest fire.
The horizon shifts to the stars. The silence of orbit hides a new, colder threat.
The space wolf emerges. Vacuum-sealed malice reflects a predator's deep need for absolute orbital control.
Advanced orbital mechanics offer a new shield against the shadows of the final frontier.
The vacuum of space amplifies the visual intensity of every single energy discharge. Zero-gravity maneuvers require a delicate balance of thrust and calculated feline intuition.
The heavy interceptor's silhouette against the Earth signifies the reach of orbital law.
Silent sparks in the vacuum illustrate the sudden failure of high-tech predatory machinery.
Momentum becomes an enemy when the pilot loses control in the infinite black.
Kinetic energy shatters the silence, turning a mechanical threat into drifting orbital debris.
Joy transcends the atmosphere as the small defenders realize their mission is complete.
Magnetic tethers lock with digital finality, restoring peace to the silent orbital plane.
The Space Wolf is towed away. Justice in orbit requires a heavy, magnetic hand to maintain the peace.
Kittens gaze at the blue marble. The fragility of home is best understood from the cold, silent distance.
The horizon shifts to the moon. A new, gray frontier hides a much more venomous lunar threat.
The Cobra emerges from the crater. Cold-blooded ambition takes a mechanical form in the airless lunar night.
Lasers cut through the lunar dust. Destructive light shatters the silence of the forgotten research outpost.
The Star Runner touches down. Precision landing is the only hope for the base's desperate survivors.
Small paws touch the lunar soil. Low-gravity movement requires a delicate balance of momentum and feline grace.
Fire 440.
Lasers scorch the dust. Predatory light fails to catch the kitten's agile lunar dance.
A gravity pulse erupts. Strategic weightlessness turns the predator's massive size into a liability.
The interceptor descends. Heavy lunar treads announce the arrival of an immovable orbital force. Impact in low gravity. Kinetic force shatters the Cobra's mechanical pride on the moon. The mech tumbles. Silence swallows the predator as he falls into the lunar abyss. Victory on the moon. Small paws unite, proving that courage knows no planetary bounds. The horizon. Deep that blue wine time on her rest.
The eel emerges. Bioluminescent malice reflects a predator's need for absolute deep-sea control today.
Mantisub glides. Hydrodynamic grace offers a new shield against the shadows of the abyss.
The moray eel strikes. Predatory light signals a deep-seated need for absolute environmental control today.
Agility saves lives. Small-scale maneuvers exploit the predator's inability to navigate tight, organic spaces.
The Buffalo Interceptor arrives. Heavy armor provides a necessary psychological anchor in the dark abyss. The ramming impact is absolute. Kinetic force shatters the predator's high-tech aquatic pride today. Impact with the thermal vent. Gravity and thermal shock provide a violent end to the hunt.
The predator is secured. Justice is a heavy chain that binds the predator's cold ambition.
Relief washes over the small heroes, their bond forged in the planet's fire.
The horizon shifts. The Sky Islands reveal a new world of floating stone wonders today.
The vulture emerges. Scavenger instincts are amplified by high-speed, rusted aerial technology now.
Sky Ace takes flight. Vintage flight mechanics offer a new shield against the sky's shadows.
mechanical saw blades spark against stone, illustrating the scavenger's desperate aerial aggression.
Kittens weave through floating spires, utilizing agility to outmaneuver the rusted predator.
The Buffalo Interceptor arrives. Heavy rotors signaling the return of airborne law.
Heavy armor crushes rusted steel, a physical manifestation of justice's overwhelming weight. The vulture impacts the floating rock, gravity claiming the scavenger's broken pride.
Metallic clicks secure the fallen bird, restoring peace to the high-altitude islands.
Small paws unite in victory, proving that courage transcends any mechanical threat.
The horizon shifts to neon, where a new digital hunt begins tonight.
The cyber wolf emerges, his glowing red eyes reflecting a cold digital hunger. The chase ignites. High-speed data streams mirror the predator's relentless digital pursuit. EMP pulse activates. Disrupting the digital flow is the only way to survive.
The wolf glitches. Over-reliance on technology becomes a fatal flaw in the rain.
Justice descends. The heavy interceptor's lights pierce through the neon-tinted urban fog.
The ramming impact. Kinetic force shatters the predator's high-tech mechanical pride today.
The crash occurs. Gravity and wet asphalt provide a violent end to the hunt.
Magnetic cuffs lock. Justice is a digital finality that silences the neon roar.
Kittens celebrate victory. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any digital threat.
The city stabilizes. Neon lights reflect a peace restored to the digital heart.
A hero's reflection. The horizon of the future remains bright for the brave.
The tiger flees with the cub. Every high-speed turn reveals a predator's hidden vulnerability.
Kittens pursue on white steel. Determination in their eyes signals a shift in power.
Claws grip the throttle tight. Raw mechanical power is the only language the predator speaks. Gatling guns deploy from chrome. Tactical superiority manifests as a rain of high-velocity lead.
The bazooka is drawn now. Desperation forces the use of heavy, unguided explosive force.
Missiles streak across the sky. Fire and smoke write the final chapter of this hunt. The taiga is trapped. Mud acts as a physical manifestation of his moral failure.
Kittens rescue the cub. Empathy bridges the gap between different predatory lineages today.
A cheetah emerges. Spotted fur reflects a deep need for absolute terrestrial speed.
Kittens ready the car. Aerodynamics offer a new shield against the spotted predator.
The cheetah smashes through. Destructive momentum shatters the fragile peace of the village.
Predatory focus narrows. Every spotted whisker twitches with the thrill of the hunt. Oil slick deploys. Friction becomes a lethal variable in this high-speed urban chase.
The cheetah skids. Loss of traction signals the end of his high-speed reign.
Impact with water. Gravity and liquid provide a violent end to the pursuit.
Justice arrives. The Buffalo officer's presence restores order to the village square today.
The cheetah is secured. Speed cannot outrun the heavy, unyielding hand of the law.
A new chase begins. The rabbit's reckless speed creates a dangerous urban path today.
Impact occurs. The rabbit's ego leads to a violent, multi-car collision in the city. Kittens pursue. Agility and teamwork are the ultimate weapons against predatory speed now.
The rabbit laughs. Arrogance often blinds the predator to the coming mechanical crash today.
Friction fails. The rabbit loses control on the rain-slicked city streets right now.
The predator falls. Gravity and refuse provide a messy end to the urban hunt. Justice looms in the reflection. The arrival of heavy armor signals the predator's end.
The guardians stand tall. True heroism is found in the quiet moments of peace.
Thermal sensors lock on. Small paws navigate the heat, proving that grit outweighs the fire.
The tank shatters against stone. Gravity and magma provide a violent end to the hunt.
Lava flows through the dark basalt, a burning path for a new, fiery conflict.
A primate predator emerges, his mechanical roar signaling a high-stakes coastal hunt today.
Victory in the city. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any urban threat.
Agility becomes their shield as the kittens dance on the edge of oblivion. Engines scream through the curves, igniting a high-stakes pursuit in the golden sun. The predator falls. Gravity and refuse provide a messy end to the hunt. Engines scream over magma. A high-stakes pursuit through the planet's burning industrial core.
The horizon shifts to the city. Neon lights mask a new, much more grisly threat. The macaque crashes. Gravity and debris provide a violent, messy end to the hunt.
Black oil blinds the kittens. Vandalism is the predator's final, desperate attempt at escape.
Ancient honor meets modern steel in a clash of high-tech warrior spirits tonight. The horizon shifts. Deep blue waters hide a much more fluid and bioluminescent threat.
The buffalo rams the bear. Heavy armor provides the final word in this pursuit. Justice is a heavy chain that binds the predator's cold, calculated ambition today. The bear emerges. Coarse fur and leather reflect a predator's deep need for control. Metallic clicks secure the primate. Law and order return to the sun-drenched coastal road. Engines scream through the city. A high-stakes urban pursuit ignites under the neon glow. Justice rams the predator. Heavy metal impact shatters the primate's high-speed mechanical arrogance.
Victory in the city. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any digital threat.
The future is safe. The horizon of the future remains bright for the brave.
The rhino emerges from the smoke, his heavy armor reflecting the planet's molten heart. Sparks fly as the monkey pushes limits, his ego driving him toward failure.
Wipers clear the path. Resilience transforms a blinded flight into a tactical urban counterattack. The energy blade strikes. Malice takes a sharp, glowing form in the predator's hand.
Kittens celebrate victory. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any predatory primate threat.
Relief washes over the small heroes, their bond forged in the planet's fire. Justice is secured.
Metallic finality signals the end of a high-speed digital rain.
Aggression etched in gray skin. The predator's focus narrows to a single, burning target.
Small paws navigate the classic frame, proving that elegance can outrun raw, brute power.
The horizon shifts. A new landscape reveals a much more antlered and aggressive mechanical threat.
The journey continues. The horizon offers a clean slate for the brave defenders.
A single, well-timed action can dismantle even the most powerful mechanical threats instantly.
The boar skids. Loss of traction mirrors the sudden collapse of his chaotic plan.
Environmental hazards amplify the stakes, forcing the kittens into a state of extreme hypervigilance.
1. Navigating through chaos requires a level of focus that transcends their very small size.
The predator crashes. Impact with stone signals the end of his punk rock reign.
Aggression etched in fur. Every mechanical vibration reflects the pilot's deep internal instability.
The officer honors their bravery. A simple touch bridges the gap between authority and pure courage.
The chase ignites! Engines scream as the predator closes the gap rapidly today.
Every strike is a conversation between two masters of high-speed mechanical warfare.
Dust chokes the air. Mechanical giants clash amidst the skeletal frames of progress.
The officer honors their bravery. A simple touch bridges authority and pure courage.
Boots slam the pedals. Every mechanical vibration reflects the pilot's deep psychological instability. The leopard skids. Friction fails when honor is lost on the pedal-strewn path. Justice arrives. Heavy footsteps on stone announce the arrival of an immovable force. The Buffalo Shogun arrives. Heavy footsteps on stone announce the arrival of an immovable force.
Steel beams buckle under the impact, ending the rooster's manic drive through the ruins.
The boar is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the alley, sealing his fate.
Bushido mode activates. Strategic defense remains the only shield against a high-speed energy strike.
Victory in the square. Small paws unite, proving that courage outrun any threat.
The boar emerges. Punk rock energy fuels a reckless drive through the ancient streets.
Impact with stone. Gravity and flour provide a violent, messy end to the pursuit.
The tractor shatters against wood. Gravity and nature provide a violent end to the hunt.
Smokescreen deploys. Strategic deception remains the only shield against high-speed mechanical aggression.
A magnetic crane swings wildly, a mechanical claw reaching for the kitten's fragile vessel.
Material wealth is fleeting, scattered like dust when the true struggle begins.
Victory in the village. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any threat.
The deer emerges. Antlers and chrome reflect a predator's deep need for absolute terrestrial dominance.
Justice is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the blossoms, sealing his final fate. The rooster emerges. Manic energy fuels a reckless drive through the construction site. The mech collapses. Impact with steel marks the end of a cold rain.
The ramming impact is absolute. Kinetic force shatters the predator's heavy industrial pride.
Kittens pilot the jet ski, their white fur a blur against the shimmering neon waves.
The deer smashes through. Destructive momentum shatters the fragile peace of the village square.
The horizon shifts. Industrial shadows loom over a new, much more chaotic path.
The buffalo arrives. Heavy armor provides the final word in this urban pursuit.
The horizon shifts to the harbor, where neon lights reflect off the dark, oily water.
Engines scream through the corn. A high-stakes pursuit ignites amidst the bounty of the land.
The deer skids. Loss of traction signals the end of his high-speed reign.
Engines scream across the water, igniting a high-stakes pursuit through the crowded shipping lanes.
The journey ends in light. Their final gaze reflects a future without fear.
The alleyway settles. Peace returns as the shadow of the predator finally recedes. The precarious terrain mirrors the fragile state of their current survival against the predator.
Impact shatters the mask. Gravity humbles the predator against the ancient stone walls.
Engines scream through the square, igniting a high-stakes pursuit in the golden sun.
The kittens swerve, avoiding the magnetic claw. Their agility reflects a desperate survival instinct.
Magnetic cuffs lock tight, silencing the frantic squawks of a defeated industrial predator.
The bull is secured. Metallic clicks restore the quiet rhythm of the golden farm.
Resourcefulness in a crisis is the defining trait of a true survivor's spirit.
The loader's bucket slams down, a heavy metal shield against the rooster's chaotic momentum.
Small paws navigate the red frame, proving that agility can outrun raw mechanical power.
Justice is secured. Metallic clicks resonate through the flower, sealing his final fate.
Kittens take control. Precision handling transforms heavy machinery into a tactical defensive shield.
The predator's posture suggests a calculated aggression, prioritizing the hunt over his own safety.
Victory on the farm. Small paws unite, proving that courage outruns any heavy mechanical threat.
Agility saves the day. Precision driving remains the only shield against a heavy mechanical strike.
Heavy treads crush the gravel as the Buffalo Enforcer brings industrial law to the site.
Small paws navigate the furrows. Agility remains their greatest weapon against the heavy, armored threat.
A hero's gaze. Reflection in blue eyes reveals a future free from fear.
Concrete explodes outward. Destructive momentum shatters the fragile order of the worksite.
Barriers shatter. Destructive momentum reflects the pilot's deep psychological need for total control.
The Buffalo Interceptor roars. Heavy armor arrives to silence the farm's chaotic mechanical rampage today.
Hay bales become projectiles. The predator uses the harvest itself as a weapon of destruction.
The final piece. True heroism is found in the quiet moments after battle.
The ramming impact is absolute. Justice crushes the rusted pride of the predator's heavy machinery.
The walrus is secured. Metallic clicks signal the restoration of the harbor's peace.
Predatory focus narrows. Every antler point reflects the pilot's deep need for absolute control.
Arrogance often leads to a violent downfall when the prey turns the tables.
Sunset over the city. Golden light washes away the stains of the hunt.
Justice arrives by sea. Heavy armor provides the necessary weight to anchor chaos.
The horizon shifts. Narrow stone walls hide a new, much more aggressive threat. Utilizing mechanical extensions reveals a psychological desire to dominate through the use of superior technology.
The bull invades the harvest. Mechanical power disrupts the peaceful rhythm of the golden fields today.
The walrus emerges from the mist, his heavy cargo mech vibrating with predatory intent.